Hey guys, it's Angelo Esquivel here, back with another informational video, and today we're going to be talking about Category 7 Ethernet cables and the benefits they provide when trying to combat electromagnetic interference and electromagnetic frequencies in relation to your network. So Category 7 Ethernet cables can provide a reliable data connection of 10 gigabits per second onto a maximum span of 100 meters per cable. Now, in order to do this, they have what we call a screen-shielded twisted pair configuration inside of this. That basically means we have 4 pairs of cables. Each pair of cables is heavily twisted, and each pair has a metal foil shielding around it. After that, we have a metal foil shielding around the entire set of the 4 pairs. It goes as far as to even have the end termination connection here, which is an RJ45 connection, metal plated, and this metal plating gets connected to the outermost shielding portion on the inside of this rubber casing here, providing a completely shielded connection through and through from one end all the way to the other. It's important to note that Category 7 does not use this technique exclusively. There are some cables in the Category 6 augmented class that make use of this concept, which also allows them to maintain a very similar connection speed over the maximum draw distance of 100 meters. Now, although the shielding allows for very high speeds, we're actually going to be talking about the benefits that shielding provides when dealing with EMF and EMI on your home network. We're going to use an example network like my own. And from here, you will see we have a modem, a firewall, a switch, and a wireless access point. Unfortunately, due to size limitations and the current feng shui of the room, we have a 1000 watt subwoofer very close to our networking hardware. Now, to demonstrate clearly just how severely this subwoofer can affect networking hardware, we're going to run an application on my phone, and it's an EMF meter. Keep in mind that EMF meters on your phone will not replace professional equipment, but in this case it'll give us a very good idea of what we're dealing with. So what we have right here is our ambient milligauss, which is what MG stands for, which hovers around 530 or so. We've set the sensitivity all the way down to try and further demonstrate how severe this situation actually is. Notice what happens when I put this meter directly on top of the base. We got upwards of around 18,000 milligauss. So it's pretty safe to say that this base is causing a lot of EMF. Now, I've had a lot of experience using these cables because this is all I use. And I've used other cables before, Category 5, 5E, 6, 6E, 6A, and 7. Now, I have reliably connected 2 end devices and sent enormous amounts of files from one to the other and maintained a good solid gigabit connection between the two. And what I mean by that is a gigabit throughput. So I can attest to how well these cables do work on a wired connection. Now, I hear a lot of things from people when they hear that I use Category 7 cables, and their main thing that they say is, oh, you're wasting your money. And I don't think that to be the case, and here's why. Their one argument states that they believe that Category 6 cables are just as fast as Category 7. And that's true sometimes, and here's why. There are 3 versions of Category 6. The first is regular Cat 6, which has a limit to about 1 gigabit per second over a 100 meter run. There's Category 6 Enhanced, and then there's Category 6 Augmented. Category 6 Augmented is the best of the bunch, and Category 6 Augmented is pretty darn near close to Category 7. I believe there are some differences between the frequencies at which they can run over the cables. So Category 7 I know can run a full gigahertz over the connection, while Category 6 Augmented is a little lower, I believe. Another thing to keep in mind is that these really aren't that much more expensive. If you were to go to Best Buy and buy a Category 5 Enhanced, that's a 25-foot run, and you were to compare to what you can get a Category 7 25-foot run for on Newegg, you would actually spend less on Newegg getting a Category 7. If you were to compare online prices between Cat 6 and Cat 7, Cat 7 is only a few more dollars. And although people are hesitant to say the word future-proof, I believe Category 7 definitely has some potential advantages down the line. With networking hardware maxing out at about 1 gigabit per second, having a good Category 7 cable being routed through your house will ensure that whenever we move up to something higher, like 10G base, which is 10 gigabits per second, you'll be more or less prepared. Now, there is one step up above Category 7, and that's Category 7 Augmented. We see that connection generally used with by Siemens with their Terra terminations at the very end. So I don't particularly consider Category 7 Augmented a type of product that you'll find for your home anytime soon. So that being said, price-wise, it doesn't make much of a difference. Performance-wise, there's definitely a reason to try it. And, between my experiences and the specs, it's just a good investment in my opinion. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, show your friends, check out my other videos. I got plenty of them, and I'll see you next time.